Everybody, hello. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mark. I am baptized Catholic, and I am a pre-trib rapture believer. And of my knowledge, I am the only Catholic pre-trib rapture believer. Catholicism does not recognize a pre-tribulation rapture. Catholicism recognizes a post-tribulation rapture. Why? Because according to Catholic theology, the book of Revelation is a book almost fulfilled. The only event yet to be fulfilled is the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Catholicism believes in a rapture or on the second coming of Christ, or immediately before this event, or immediately after. But there is no pre-tribulation rapture in Catholicism, because Catholic theology in end-time prophecy teaches that the book of Revelation is an almost fulfilled book. And therefore, we are in the tribulation era, or a tribulation according to the book of Revelation, by which almost all of it has been fulfilled. Unlike certain branches of the Reformist Church, post-tribulation rapture in the Reformist Church, in Catholicism, just to give an example, the beast of Revelation chapter 13 was Adolf Hitler. And the Battle of Armageddon, if not World War II, was the Cold War. Not a single battle, but a series of battles and wars through a time of decades or even centuries. In fact, certain theologians believe that the book of Revelation is a book of prophecies dealing in a time which could be decades. Therefore, those events began decades ago or even centuries ago. But there is no pre-tribulation rapture, because according to the pre-tribulation theology, we are not in the tribulation. Therefore, the book of Revelation is a book yet to be fulfilled. Catholicism instead believes that the book of Revelation is practically a fulfilled book, and the only event yet to be fulfilled is the second coming of Christ. This is why Catholicism does not recognize a pre-tribulation rapture. In fact, in Catholicism, the idea of a pre-tribulation rapture is considered a joke. In fact, they call it an evangelical invention. So therefore, even though on YouTube there are many videos which show that the pre-tribulation rapture was a Catholic invention, let me just say that I, by being Catholic, can assure you all that Catholicism does not recognize a pre-tribulation rapture. I myself learned about the rapture about 3 years ago. I learned from it on YouTube when coming across several rapture forums. One especially. I got very interested in this one because there were a lot of people debating on it. Now, I didn't know hardly anything about the rapture. I mean, not even the Catholic rapture. I don't consider myself let's say, an everyday Bible reader. My spiritual background is not something you would come across every day. But I learned, returning to the rapture, I learned about it about 3 years ago on YouTube. And when coming across a forum where there was a lot of debates going on between pre-tribs and post-tribs, I started to get interested in the matter. So after a while, I started doing my own research on the matter of the rapture, especially the pre-one, which very interested me a lot, by seeing the debates within these people on this YouTube forum. So at that point I started doing my own research, and after about 3 years of researching, I came to my conclusions that yes, there is a rapture, and we all know that. Even Catholics know that. But according to my conclusions, there is a pre-trib rapture, and the rapture is only a pre-tribulation one. And not only that, I believe to have found the 100% evidence of this event. I'm not referring to some verse which shows a pre-tribulation rapture. I'm referring more to an understanding of these verses. In fact, I learned by my own experience that if one were to research simply on verses, that kind of research is not going to get you anywhere. Because verses which would point to a pre-tribulation rapture could also be used for a post-tribulation rapture. But if you don't actually understand what the verse is saying, especially the words and even the meaning of words, why certain adjectives or pronouns and verbs used in that verse, if you don't understand that part, you're not going to get anywhere. I research in a totally different matter. I look into the verse, and especially the words, each single word. And I discovered that what the verse says, actually it says much more by the understanding of single words placed in that manner. And by researching under this model, I came across something very different from what most people teach or believe. In fact, for this reason, I can easily claim that I have found the 100% evidence, and I will post this evidence in my videos. Now, this video here, for instance, is only an introduction. Another 3 videos will follow. All next 3 videos are introduction. Practically an introduction in 4 videos. Why 4 videos? Because the work that I have researched, the whole thing, would take hundreds of videos to post. Though I can easily explain, and I will publish the evidence of the pre-tribulation rapture, the 100% evidence, within the first 30 videos. But if I were to put the whole quantity of material by which I have researched, if I were to publish it on YouTube, it would take several hundred videos. Now, just something else before ending this first part introduction about my spiritual background. Let's say it's not something that everybody would come across with. I believe myself Christian. I am Christian, and I am a Bible reader. But I've had problems in my past, and therefore, and probably even in this present. Therefore, I bought about a few weeks ago this cross here. This is a Saint Benedict cross, Most people probably don't know what exactly a Saint Benedict cross is, but this cross here will accompany me all through my videos. All of them. You will see this cross. I will place it right here. And it will accompany all my videos. And I'm sure you will find them very interesting, because what I have discovered is something very unusual and in many ways even unique. So I have practically picked up a pre-trib rapture belief, a pre-trib rapture model, let's call it a model, excuse me for my English, which is practically something that nobody ever posted before. Now, there are certain things I'm sure others have posted, but there are several things which nobody has yet posted. These videos are not going to be easy to understand. Some of them will be boring, others will be complicated. And just to finish this part of my introduction, all I want to say is that for the next 4 videos you will see me, my face, but after that you will not see me. The reason for this is because the room is small, the lighting is not very good, and I don't have much room to move around with. So I will focus my camera primarily on my chalkboard right here and on the writings on that chalkboard. Okay, so I could not have, there's not enough room for a full view of myself. I had to make sure, in order to see this chalkboard and the writings that you will all see in the next future, unfortunately myself will not be very visible. Thank you.